Palworld, and we're going to be talking about the elephant in the room, which is Nintendo being douchebags about the game and coming for Pocket Pals? Is that the name of the company?
Pocket Pear.
Pocket Pear. Yeah, they ever since that mod came out a couple, like 2 or 3 days ago, a week ago, whenever it was that it came out, Nintendo did not like that.
Yeah, people
So
swapped out for the mod. They swapped out all the pals for Pokemon.
Oh, it
I
wasn't
agree.
just that. You were red, everything. I saw a video, I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, it's a really cool idea, and I would like to play on it, but I think it is healthy for it to be taken down, because that's wrong. As much as that's the game we always wanted from Pokemon that they just never fucking delivered on. Like, that's still not okay. Even if someone who was like an old school Pokemon fan who was very just let down by Pokemon for years and years and years. Yeah, I'm glad they took that down. But yeah, I mean, going through some of the artworks, I mean, what do you think really sticks out in terms, like, feels like it's fucking ripped off?
Grimace is a big one.
Grimace is one that the
Fox Sparks is
extra
a big one.
fluffy Eevee, whatever that is, it looks a lot like it. Fox Spark, I mean, dude, here's the thing
that's
about
Eevee, man, or not Eevee. That's fucking.
You could say it's Vulpix, but really it's just a fire fox. It's an elemental animal. You can't copyright that. Fox Spark does not actually look like Vulpix. It is a fire fox. You know that.
Yes, but they could have.
A fire fox is a concept. Like, you know, yes, Naruto's nine-tailed fox. Fucking Mozilla Firefox. Like, that's the concept of Firefox.
Okay, but how different is the artwork from the nine-tailed fox to the nine-tailed fox to Vulpix? Pretty fucking big, right?
Nine-tailed fox is huge. You know?
Not just the size,
no.
what they look like and everything.
You would compare the nine-tailed fox to Ninetales, which they look very similar because they are based off of the same Japanese mythology.
Mythical creature.
It's a kitsune. That's all it is. It's a kitsune.
Well, I feel like they could have tried a little bit harder to make it look a little bit different from Pokemon, because Pokemon is so well known. It's not like they didn't go in knowing what Pokemon is. They definitely got some.
But I mean, okay,
they probably got the idea from
Pokemon. Let's look closely. I mean, the idea for the game probably did come from what they wanted from Pokemon, which we all wanted that for so long, right? There's so much Pokemon could have done that, you know, they just fucking came up short on. But if you look at the actual artwork between Fox Spark and Vulpix, what does Vulpix have on its head? It's got a tuft of hair that sleeks back. What does Vulpix have for a tail? It's got a really puffy tail that curls upwards towards its head. Fox Spark does not have that. Neither of those. So, I mean, I don't think it's enough grounds to actually say that this was ripped off from Vulpix. I would say this is just artwork created, inspired by a fire fox.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, too, that they use AI for it, and, they don't use the AI art. They, make their own art based off of it. They use the AI art for inspiration.
To start with an idea, and then they create the animation. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. I'm all about it. And that just shows that the origins of their work does not come from Pokemon. It comes from ideas for elemental animals.
Exactly. So you are correct on that. They're not just being like, hey, I'm going to rip off Pokemon. They're not just doing that.
So one more that, you know, a lot of people are bringing up is Anubis to Lucario.
Yep.
Right? Because they do look very similar. But here's the thing.
Very, very similar.
Both of those artworks were inspired by the Egyptian god Anubis. And in Palworld, the Pokemon, or the Pal is just called Anubis. in Pokemon, they gave it a different name. They named him Lucario, but they look very similar because they're both based off of the Egyptian god Anubis, which you can't copyright, the image of a god.
Yeah, you can't copyright mythology.
Yeah.
Alright, another big one. I thought, and this one to me is a major just rip-off in my opinion. Grizzbolt to Electabuzz.
Does look
That
very
looks
similar.
too similar.
Yellow, what is this, a hamster? Like, I don't know exactly what Electivire or Grizzbolt is. Some sort of, like, rodent or something like that. I'll say that the claws on Grizzbolt are a little different, but I mean, yeah, generally speaking, they look very similar. They're yellow, black, but it is a lightning elemental, of course. It's got, they, both have, like, some sort of, like, lightning bolt, shape or pattern on their body. I mean, it is a lightning type. Like, you can't copyright the lightning bolt symbol. I would say it's pretty close. Yeah. I won't argue that one really.
Spark it to Pikachu.
Spark it to Pikachu. I mean,
to Pikachu.
it's
There's
electric
a lot
mouse.
of noticeable difference. Yeah, exactly. That's
And I would say,
rat. You can't.
I would say Pichu looks more like Spark it than Pikachu does.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's an electric rat. Like, yeah, you could say it's, derivative of the Pichu evolution, but
I would say, honestly, as far as competitors, I think the only reason this game is getting attention from Nintendo is because they're making so much fucking money. I feel like this game is way closer to Arc